What is this? What is this? Interesting taste, little dead boy. Maybe I should find somewhere a little more interesting to take a look. Oh, that's so much better. I feel right at home. Now, let's take a look at what this is. Seems somebody knows more about me than they should. I wonder what they've written so far. Oh, it's a mom and a child on a plane. Oh, I think I remember that one. In Denver, if I'm not mistaken. I'm scared, Mommy. It's okay, baby. You don't have anything to worry about. It's perfectly safe. Just look around. Nobody else is scared. I remember that. Oh, that poor child. Well, would you look what the cat dragged in? Oh, the sister and the brother. They were a treat. But the child knew something was up. Here, just hold my hand real tight and everything will be fine. You promise? Well, I promise, kiddo. Ramsey, I thought you had to work. Give me at least some credit. You really think I'd leave my little sissy hanging? You know I hate when you call me that. And she did. Did being past tense, of course. Missed you too. Well, why is the plane shaking? Shh, it's completely normal. Just close your eyes and it'll be all over before you know it. Over was the prerogative phrase. How's Mom holding up? Staying busy, doing anything and everything she can to not have to think about it. She's trying to be strong for everyone else, but I can tell it's tearing her up inside. I hate that she thinks she needs to pretend. Well, you know how she is, how they both were. People back then were cut from a different cloth. Yeah, I know, but still, she's not the only one who misses. And this is where the fun part comes in. See, what they don't realize is I had a little part to play in that previous scene. But then, things get a little quaky. Shay? Mommy? And then the fun part kicks in. It starts rumbling. And the entire airport starts shaking. And the only thing that those flight attendants keep saying is this normal? What's wrong? What the hell is this? Why is the plane shaking so much? Ladies and gentlemen, please stay seated and remain calm. It's just a bit of a bumpy takeoff. Nothing to worry about. The funny thing is nobody saw the next part coming. Run! Look out! And without a doubt, the walls come falling in. All of a sudden there's rubble everywhere. Things have been destroyed. My favorite part, by the way. And the even better part is there's death to be had. I may or may not have had a play in it. Oh no, Ramsey, Remy, please, please no. The way she reached out to him was poetic in its own justice. But the next part. Please, you have to get help. You have to help him. Please don't let my brother. And the noise she made, absolutely breathtaking. Literally. But of course, back to the plane. Oh my God. You're right, Mommy. I closed my eyes real good and tight, and when I opened them, everything was fine, just like you said. And it was. Boy, they really didn't see that one coming, did they? Now, here's the funny thing. As I remember, I was standing just outside of the airport. Everything was destroyed, and it was the most beautiful thing I think I've ever laid eyes on. Now, I love Moonlight Sonata. It's one of my favorites, really. And the only person that I've never laid a hand on, or my side, was Beethoven. And the funny thing is I couldn't bring myself to kill him. I couldn't bring myself to make him meet death. And I think it was because I had never heard something more beautiful in my life than Moonlight Sonata. So I couldn't help but hum it while I was watching all the destruction around. But on to the next part of the story. I'm interested. Huh. And now we meet the hero. Honey? Hey, time to get up. Melissa? Go ahead and sleep. Oh, isn't it cute? For now, I'll wake you up when I'm done getting ready. And of course, have to give out a hearty yawn. Oh, but his birthday, right? Of course it's come up. And his kids have to surprise him, and it's wonderful, and they're having so much fun. Now, of course they yell, "Surprise! Happy birthday, Dad!" Holy shit! That was my favorite part to watch. Because scaring somebody like that, phenomenal. Not in the least bit funny. I thought it was. Pretty funny from where I'm standing. And how did I know you'd be in on this? It's your own fault. You said it yourself. There's no surprising you. 10 surprise birthday parties, and we never fooled you once. So we had to up the ante this year, my love. Touché. Told you we'd get him. But you did make one mistake in your diabolical master plan. Oh, really? Do tell. You got the numbers all wrong. Is that so? Well, Mr. Smarty Pants, if I keep doing math so poorly, then maybe you can teach me a lesson or two later tonight. But just so you know, it might take some work. Sometimes I just can't help being bad. Well then, it's a good thing for you. I like bad girls. Ooh, I'll give you a bad girl. Ugh, I think I lost my appetite. Anyone else scarred for life? Anyone? Now here's the thing. Everybody loves a picture of the perfect family. It's portrait beautiful, right? But what happens when you get noticed and your family starts to fall apart? We'll have to find out. We're here live at the scene of what is being called one of the most unprecedented and tragic disasters in U.S. history. By yours truly, if I can take some credit. Corey, dear, would you turn the TV up some? Sure. Reports are still coming in, but from what we can tell so far, at 6:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, the city of Denver was hit by a massive earthquake that left the city devastated. My lord, all those people. The quake measured 9.1 on the Richter scale, making it the largest measured in U.S. history. It is also one of the most destructive quakes recorded in the world. Jesus, a 9.1? I really did outdo myself, but I could have done so much better. Hard to believe something like that could have just happened in Denver. California, maybe? But Denver? How nobody caught on is completely beyond me. Those poor people, all those families. Emergency services are still having difficulty. I couldn't help but interrupt her little speech. Damn it, TV's acting up again. I'll call the cable company. It's just... This is supposed to be a happy day. Maybe now's a good time to shut that off. Speaking of time, I gotta get back to campus. Happy birthday, sorry to dine and dash, but I've got a big quiz today, it can't be late. Mind dropping your brother off on the way? Sure thing, Daddy. Better get a move on it, geek boy. Hey, wait up, I'm coming. What the? Now here's the thing. I've never, ever had someone notice me. And the fact that this little man, this little creature, this human, could notice someone as powerful as me, absolutely jarring. So I had to throw him a little bit of a curveball, of course. Melissa, did you see? You better get him moving. Shit, didn't realize it was so late. Bye, honey. We'll go out somewhere especially fancy tonight, okay? Sure, that'd be nice. Try not to stare at the TV all day. I know you feel bad, but watching all that TV, it's not good for you, okay? Okay. State officials are denying the existence of any supposed underground bunkers that are nothing more than storage units. Or so they thought. Ugh, it feels so good to be out exactly where I need to be. But I wonder if we couldn't be a little more comfortable. Now, I have a little more ambiance. So where did I leave off? Oh, that's right. Chicago. Innovative Excellence and Expertise Agency Inc. marketing firm. Number of employees, 518. Current workplace of Patrick Clay. Yo, Patty Pat, how's it hanging, old man? Laugh it up, smartass. You're not that far. Irony of it? That far. He has no idea. All kidding aside, what about this earthquake? Unbelievable. Now, here's the part that really upsets me. Patrick, behind you! And of course, he magically avoids exactly what I don't need him to avoid. Shit! And all of a sudden he's pushed out of the way, right? I mean, really. I've never had it so difficult to take somebody out. And now, I'm thinking, right? What's going on? The fuck is wrong with you guys? You can't see people here walking? Dick. Thanks for the help there, Larry. I don't know what we would have done without you. It's what I'm here for. Yeah, real super cop. That guy pretty close there. Huh? Sure was. Lucky you were there, Barney. Hey, it's okay, man. Don't be too hard on yourself. Sometimes the eyes are the first thing to go. It's just a part of this thing we call the circle of life. Now, I'm kind of glad I killed him. He was a real joker. Should have let that plank hit me. Yeah, and have Melissa break my face for letting something happen to you? Nuh-uh. I've seen her pissed. That's the last lady I'd want to cross. Hey, you guys watch any of this earthquake coverage? It's so upsetting. Remember how bad that San Francisco quake was in '89? That was only a 6.9. Okay, I have to admit, I was a little off my game during that one. Just a little. Jesus. Yeah, Melissa and I were shaken up pretty good by the news this morning. With good reason. Well, I better get to it. See you guys later. Good morning, Patrick. Hey, Bradley. What's the word out in New York? They closed the deal? New York branch dropped the ball, so now the whole division is pulling an all-nighter. Yeah, I know, I was looking forward to it too. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not in with the whole jargon. See, and that's why I tried to lay low. I made sure I was the perfect disguise. So he goes on, talking about trying to get some sleep, which, needless to say, I'm really happy to add, he doesn't get much of over the next few days. Looks like it's gonna be an all-nighter. What a way to spend a birthday, right? Guess that's just how things work out sometimes. So you new here? Haven't seen you around before. You look kind of familiar, though. Transfer from Arizona? Now, as he's asking me these questions, he really has no idea who I actually am. And little does he know what's actually going to happen next. So, been there twice. Not a fan of that heat. No, sir. Chicago might not be the prettiest place to hang your hat, but sure as hell beats that hellhole. And then I'm gone. Of course I'm gone. I have things to do. So he goes back to that shithole of an office he's got. His friend yawning. Coffee machine on the fritz again. Now I wonder who should get the last cup of coffee. Let's see. Who? That is unfair on so many levels. Well, you did save me from what could have been a pretty nasty bump on the head, which would have ultimately ended in his death, and would have made my job that much easier. Consider your life debt paid to me in full. And of course, the fat bastard had to drink coffee. So what's the deal with the new girl, the quiet one? Kinda weird, huh? Who? Now, of course, we're discussing me here. So, I'm not exactly going to be the social type. Not only that, but why would I converse with someone who means so little? You know, dark red hair, short skirt, pretty on the eyes. Looks like the old man still has blood flowing through his veins there. It's like working in a daycare. What about you, Becky? What'd you make of her? Seems pretty normal. Didn't get a good look at her, though. Must be a new hire. Or maybe Bradley finally shelled out for that personal assistant he's always been talking about getting. Yeah, maybe. Swear I've seen her somewhere before. Just can't place her face. Now, I wasn't going to make it super easy on him, obviously. I didn't want to be recognized, which he wound up doing anyway. Of course. What the hell are they doing in there? Well, since it's Bradley we're talking about, I can tell you what they're definitely not doing. Now everybody starts getting tired, right? Perfect time to strike. Where the hell do I know her from? And he considers it, and he considers it, and he can't quite place it. And all of a sudden, he remembers. And I take this into consideration. No, couldn't be. Bradley? Hey, is everything okay? Hey, boss. Patrick, is that you? Yeah, it's me. Why are you just standing there like that? Patrick, is that you? I think I made a bad mistake, Patrick. I didn't know there were rules. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to see, but I did. God help me, I did. Now I think it's too late. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. You know, I always liked you, Patrick. You're a good man. I want you to know that. I want you to know I'm sorry about all this. Wait, was it the girl? The new girl? Did she do something? Don't move, I'll be right back. Patrick, is that you? I always liked you. Patrick, I wish I'd told you sooner. Hey, Patty, where are you going? He signed his death warrant. He signed his death warrant when he saw me, and so did this one. And now, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Hey! That's when he was chasing me down the elevator, right? Fuck, come on, hurry up. To hell with this thing. Now, he runs down 40 flights of stairs. 40. I mean, he could have fallen and broken his neck. And he's huffing, and he's puffing, and he's asking me to stop. Hey, you, stop! Larry, grab her. I think she did something to Bradley. Larry, what the fuck? Wake the fuck up and do something. And I can't help but hum my favorite song, of course. What the hell? Hey! And then cue the rumbling. Of course, can't help it, it's kind of my thing. And as it's rumbling, everything starts to fall apart. And he catches my attention, and suddenly I realize he can see me. Well, you in the costume, I know you can hear me. Stop! And I can't help but turn and question. Well, needless to say, that building, with all 518 people, starts coming down. And the first thing out of his mouth is, "Oh no." Typical human behavior. Well, everything crashes and crumbles, and all he can say is, "No, no, no," and beg for help. To be continued. Now here's the thing. If somebody knows about me, then that means they need to be addressed. No one's supposed to know. Where would I find the writer of such a book? Mr. Gregory. Well, Mr. Gregory, it seems that you'll be next on my list. We'll make sure that this never really gets an ending. Shall we?
Anything else?
Nope, that was it. Literally all I wanted to do.